baking soda. What is baking soda? Baking soda having formula NaHCO3. Its chemical name is sodium hydrogen carbonate. What I am saying? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. It is a chemical name of baking soda, or it is also called as sodium bicarbonate. Now we will see preparation of sodium hydrogen carbonate or bicarbonate or baking soda. NaHCO3, it means sodium bicarbonate, okay, or sodium hydrogen carbonate or baking soda is prepared in the laboratory which is prepared in the laboratory from sodium chloride. From where? Sodium chloride. Just we have to pass carbon dioxide gas through a cold solution of sodium chloride saturated with ammonia. Saturated with ammonia. Okay. So the reaction will be NaCl plus NaH2O plus CO2 plus NH3. What we are going to treat? We are just reacting sodium chloride. It means we are just making aqueous solution of sodium chloride. We are passing CO2 gas in presence of NH3 saturated ammonia. Okay, then what we will get? We will get ammonium chloride plus sodium hydrogen carbonate. It means our baking soda is getting produced. Okay, so this is preparation of baking soda. Now we will learn about some properties of baking soda. It is a white crystalline solid sparingly soluble in water at room temperature. Second property is when we are dissolving this sodium bicarbonate into the water, the solution becomes alkali in nature. Alkali in nature means basic in nature. Okay. Third property, pH of this solution of baking soda is greater than 7. Therefore, it is used to neutralize an acid. Its pH is more than 7. So, we are going to use this baking soda for the neutralization of acid. Okay. Next property is it is a mild and non-corrosive base. It is mild. Okay. It is not harmful for us. So, it is non-corrosive base. Action of heat. Next property is action of heat. When we are heating sodium bicarbonate, okay, or baking soda or sodium hydrogen carbonate, at that time sodium carbonate is going to be formed plus CO2 gas and H2O we will get. Okay, it means it is forming CO2 gas. These are the properties of baking soda. Now we will try to understand about some uses of baking soda. First uses of baking soda is used in making baking powder. It is used for making baking powder. It is used to prepare baking powder. Baking powder contains sodium hydrogen carbonate. Baking powder contains sodium hydrogen carbonate and mild edible acid. Which acid? Edible, which we can eat. Okay, like tartaric acid or citric acid. Like tartaric acid or citric acid. Baking powder is different. Baking soda is different. Okay, baking powder contains sodium bicarbonate plus edible acid. It may be tartaric acid or it may be citric acid. When baking powder is heated or mixed in water, it gives following reaction. Following reaction means whenever we are reacting baking powder, when we are heating baking powder or mixed in a water, at that time what happens? From water we are getting H plus ions, okay, to this sodium hydrogen carbonate it means from any acid. Okay, so it forms CO2 gas mainly, plus water and salt of sodium salt of acid we are getting. Okay, next use of the baking soda is used in medicines. Baking soda is used in medicine as an antacid. Now only I told that while mentioning the properties of acid, it is a mild base and non corrosive. That's why we are using this base for the neutralization to the acid. That's why we are using this baking soda as a medicine for antacid. Okay, next use is, it is used in manufacturing of soda water. It is used in the manufacturing of soda water. Next use, sodium hydrogen carbonate is used in the fire extinguishers. Why we are using sodium hydrogen carbonate in the fire extinguishers? Because it produces CO2 gas, and we know that very well. With the help of activity also we see that CO2 gas does not help to the fire, so it is used in the fire extinguishers. I hope that you understood about baking soda. Okay, now we will try to understand about powder. Bleaching powder having formula CaOCl2. CaOCl2. Its chemical name is calcium oxychloride. Its chemical name is calcium oxychloride. Okay. Also it is called chloride of lime. Also it is called chloride of lime. Okay. So now we will see the preparation of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is prepared by chlorine gas. From where we are going to prepare? By chlorine gas over dye-scaled slaked lime. Over dye-slaked lime. It means that calcium hydroxide. Okay, which should be dry. So we are just reacting this chlorine on calcium hydroxide. It is called slaked lime. Okay, see the reaction. Calcium hydroxide or slaked lime reacting with chlorine, at that time it will form bleaching powder. It means calcium oxychloride plus water. I hope that you understood this preparation of bleaching powder, which is very easy. Keep in your mind. Okay, you should remember this, the all preparation of salts, properties and uses. Okay, so now we will see about properties of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is yellowish white powder. It is what? Yellowish white powder. It gives strong smell of chlorine. It gives strong smell of chlorine. Don't forget it. It gives strong smell of chlorine. It is soluble in cold water. It is soluble in cold water, giving a milky solution due to free lime present in it. Why it is giving milky solution? Because of free lime present in it, that is calcium hydroxide. Okay, present in it. That's why it is giving calcium hydroxide is there now. So it is forming milky solution. Okay, so these are the properties of bleaching powder. Now we will see the reaction on calcium oxychloride, means bleaching powder, with CO2. What happens whenever this calcium oxychlorides reacts with CO2? It forms calcium carbonate and Cl2 gas. It gives Cl2 gas. It means chlorine gas. When this bleaching powder reacts with acids, at that time it forms calcium chlorides, water and Cl2 gas. Okay, chlorine gas. So these are the properties of the bleaching powder. Now we will try to understand about the uses of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is used in the it is used for bleaching cottons. It is used for the bleaching cottons, linen in textile industry. Okay, in which industry it is used for bleaching of cotton and linen in the textile industry. Next use is it is used for disinfecting or drinking water to make water free from germs. It is used as a